One of the best things that I've personally found about belonging to the Rotary Club of Wellington has actually been the friendship opportunities. In a big club like ours, one of the ways to actually get to know people better and more is by active participation in all the committees that we're hearing about in these 5-minute talks. But the other is to join members and their families at the varied events that are offered by the Fellowship Committee. Now, you may not know who they are, and there's quite a few in the room, so can I ask you just to stand up quickly so that people can see who are the members? So there's quite a few here. Thank you. Thank you very much for being part of it. Now, our role is to organise a range of events that members and their families can enjoy. The focus is not on fundraising, it's just definitely on the fun bit of that. It's about culture, activity, food, wine and a range of things, but each activity does pay its own way. The aim is for a mixture of regular events that occur year after year after year, and we like the ritual of going to those events, and there's also a few novelty things that perk up the program, and often people who are members offer to do things that interest them. This year we've had things such as the Children's Magic Morning at the Octopus House, we've had Times Cinema, Clayton's Billiards, wine options, art in Wellington on a plate, and kinesiology with Femke, which 7 brave people went along and did last week, I believe. And of course we regularly have our Thirsty Third Thursday. It's also our responsibility to organise the President's Dinner each June. I have a straw poll, seeing we've got used to putting our hands up and down now. Can you tell me how many of you have attended an event that I've mentioned on the calendar this year? Wow, that's fantastic. Thank you very much. I've got some more to tell you about. Now, the plan is for an event most months, in addition to the Thirsty Third Thursday. You will have already, I think, recently had an email about Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, which is going to take place towards the end of September. Watch out for those details, and if you're interested, please register and/or send an email to Jeff. We've also got things coming up, such as ballroom dancing with tuku. We've got the Melbourne Cup, we've got a launch trip, arts festival event, and a number of Wellington walks. We thought we might knock off the Wellington walkways over the summer and have something. We've tried this once before, and so we're hoping that people are wanting to get fit and get out into some of the Wellington walkways. We're also hoping for a Rimataka incline picnic, which could include both cyclists and walkers. We've just got to work the logistics of that at the moment. And we're also participating in the Memory Walk for Alzheimer's on the 19th of September, and I'll tell you more about that in the member notices. Martin talked about membership, and we think that fellowship is a really important for both attracting and retaining members. And now you'll notice around the tables, some members have a red star on their badges, and this means they are reasonably new members to the club. They get a welcome letter, obviously, and they also are asked to complete a number of tasks that get them involved in the sorts of things that happen in Rotary, like go to committee meetings, come to the lunches, take part and go to an event. And once they've done that, they can remove their star. It's a bit of a self-assessment thing at the moment, but we might try to get that with a little bit more higher profile, I think. So if there's someone with a star, a red star, at your table, please make sure that you interact with them during the meeting and make sure that they stay welcome, because it is getting people along here, but it is also making sure that they actually want to stay and they want to be part of our club for a long time. So how do you find out what the Fellowship Committee is organising? Well, we advertise in member notices. We are identified on Kerry's weekly newsletter. We are found on the website, and we also are found on the Rotary mobile app. Just have a look at events. I think we can do this a lot better and hope soon to have a dedicated website page with a calendar of events that goes out a little bit further than just the next month or so, and maybe we can also actually have a bit of a newsletter of our own, and so we'll be looking at doing that over the next few months, because I know that everyone's got very busy social calendars, but we'd like you to make fellowship events part of that, which by the response in the room today, it's obvious that you do. If you're interested in an event, you register on the website, because knowing numbers is really important, because often we do have to make sure we break even, and we do need to know the numbers for that. We're now also putting the name of the organiser on the information that comes out. So if you find, and some people have, I know, registering a little bit difficult on the website, because sometimes we get 4 or 5 registrations for one person, and sometimes we get none, and they thought they had. So we're now putting the name of the organiser on as another way of getting through. But we may have to have a lesson. So remember, we are interested in your ideas, because the program's always evolving, and I look forward to seeing you at the next event. Ka kite.